Hello everyone, it's your sister Roland, and all I need is a few minutes to talk about this viral story that was actually investigated and then solved by the TikTok detectives or the TikTok investigators, whatever you may want to call it, because the young lady to my left, she met the guy who she's in the picture with, who's also married. She met him in Miami, and they had some type of connection. She said he gave her his number. He said no, but anyway, she wanted to get in contact with him, so she reached out to TikTok under the hashtag find him, and TikTok actually found this man. And come to find out, the man was married, and he's pictured with his wife to the right, to my right. So to the left is the young lady that was looking for him, and to my right is him and his wife. So this story actually went viral, I think, last month, but it's coming back up again because they had a sit down with Justin Carter from the Shade Room, and they were, I guess, giving some more insight into this story. And a lot of people have a lot of opinions. I was not going to make a video, but I made a video because Mr. Tony Gaskins did a video. He had some very great points, but unfortunately he privated his video. It's on Patreon, but it's a lot of people that have a lot of opinions, and I wanted to give my opinion on this situation because a lot of people were saying that, oh, why would she do that? Why would she go back to him? Oh, that he's gonna do it again. So much opinions. And as she stated, if you saw the video, the interview what they did with the Shade Room, she's like, she did not want to make an emotional decision, which she shouldn't, because this is a marriage. This is not a relationship. This is not like a boyfriend girlfriend relationship. This is not a situationship. This is a marriage involving children. You cannot make emotional decisions like this. You have to consult different mediums. You have to consult different people. You have to sit down and calm yourself down so you can make the best decision for your family, because it's not only her that's going to get affected by this decision, is children also. So many people in different comments, and then a lot of people in these comments doing it, you in a much worse situation than this lady. You just don't see what you're in. And a lot other people, you're just on a sabbatical with your man or with your woman, so you have all the answers. But as soon as she come calling back, you're gonna go right back. And that person has done much worse than what this guy has done. Not excusing what he did. This was very embarrassing. This should not have been done. And I think it was good that it happened, because he got exposed. Maybe he was doing things on the side, maybe giving people his number, having side conversation, but this time he got exposed big time, because I think they have a religious background. So he got exposed to, you need to wake up. You could lose your family on chasing after women. You have this good woman here who's your wife, who's the mother of your children. Don't mess that up, because you know what you have. You don't know what you're going to get. Just like her, she's like, even though when she was talking to women, she's like, that's not my man anymore. She was emotional. She didn't know what was going on. Different people talking in her head, because she actually got a text letting her know about this. You don't know what the person was telling her. So she kind of was all over the place. But when she sit down and calmed down and spoke to older people, and they prayed with her, and then she said, you know what, I'm going to fight for my marriage. And that's what you're supposed to do. And that's what people don't do these days, because, hey, I could get married now, but if it doesn't work out, I'll just leave and go on and find somebody else. Which a lot of people find out that's not how it works. Because when you go into, some people, they go into second marriage, it works. But a lot of it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like you have to fight, especially for marriage. You cannot up and leave a marriage like that, you should be able to work it out. And if these two are able to work it out and able to fully forgive, if she's able to fully forgive him, they may be able to help other couples, married couples that are going through this, that will go through this, that are going through this right now, that don't know what to do. Because cheating, whether it's you actually doing the act or the precursor, it's still wrong, and it hurts. And a lot of people are going through this and they don't know. They want to fight for their marriage, but they can't get over the hurt. So if she's able to forgive him and they're able to work it out, they will be able to help other couples. But if she is not able to, because something like that, you have to truly forgive. And then when you forgive somebody, you say you forgive them, you don't bring it up when somebody pop it in your face, or something happens and then you always bring it up. That means you have not forgiven. That means what the person did was too much. It was too hurtful, and you are unable to forgive. And nobody can blame her for that, because she is human. She's not Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was able to forgive because he had to. Because if he did not, he would not have been the perfect sacrifice. He would not have been the ultimate sacrifice. So Jesus had to forgive all those people that he did all them stuff for, heal them, give them food. He had to forgive them because he had to be the perfect sacrifice. This young woman is not Jesus, and I don't think she should forgive right away, because you have certain stuff people do to us. When we forgive them right away, whether it's a parent, whether it's a friend, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, when we quickly forgive and then you go back to business as usual, it kind of, the person 99% of the time usually end up doing you much worse than before, because hey, you forgave them too quickly. Some of the stuff you have to hey, you hurt me, you really hurt, I didn't like what you do. So if we used to be buddy, certain stuff we used to do, I'm gonna hold off on that until I see change behavior. And then when I see actual change behavior, little by little, we could go back to how we used to be. But what we do is we go back into how we used to be. The person did whatever they did, and then you quickly forgive. You quickly forgive, which you should not do and which she should not do. Take your time and slowly and truly forgive, because you're eventually going to have to forgive, because that's what's going to help the marriage in the future. And also, I had heard a YouTuber did, I think her name is Talks with Yanni, and then she was giving her reaction on this. But one thing she did say that I disagree with is that, oh, you're not supposed to go to older people, older women for advice, because they're suppressed. Though she did later on come and say, oh yeah, you can go to some older women, but she put an emphasis on not going to older women. But when you're making decisions like this, whether it's marriage and other decisions in your life, you should have different people that you are able to consult, because the Bible says, in the multitude of counselors there is safety. So this is why she reached out to her parents and probably other people to get advice, and then this is what she based her decision on. So we are supposed to go to older people. You can't go to every person. You can't trust every person's opinion. But it's certain people you can go to, because the Bible also says that older women are supposed to teach younger women, what to do in the home. So that I did not agree with. Yes, she came back and said, you can't go to some, but she stayed on the subject. Don't go to older women. Some people, as soon as they hear certain things, their brain stops, and then they just stay on that statement that you just said, and everything that you said afterwards, they didn't hear it. So we are supposed to go to older people. We're not supposed to only, go off emotion. We are supposed to go to other people to get their advice and their opinions. And with all of those advice and opinions, You sit down and then you make that decision on what you should do or what you should not do. But what many of us do, we be like, oh, I'm grown. Oh, I'm grown. I can do whatever I want. But that's why your life is like that, because you want to do whatever you want to do. And you don't seek advice. You don't seek counsel. Look at your life. Every decision that you've made that you have not seeked advice, and sometimes you seek advice, you don't even apply it. Look at your life. We have to seek advice, different people's advice, and then you make your decision on the different advice and the different advice that you have received. And a lot of people saying that, oh, she should leave him. Oh, he's not good. He's no good. He's going to do it again. He probably been doing it. Oh, if she leaves him, I know it's going to be a line of women just waiting to pounce on him. You'll slide in his jeans just like this young lady did, which was a form of desperation. This Mika Renee, to reach out to TikTok to do that was like a form of desperation. If he did actually give his number and you lost it, that probably means that it was not meant to be. I was like, hey, God tell you, don't. But nope, she reached out to TikTok. So yeah, if this his wife would have choose to give up on her marriage and then forget about him, many of you would be so happy to get with him. Even if even the ones who in the comments saying all these stuff, you would be trying to get with him. So stop it. Stop it. By mon vent. Attendez? So please stop it. Because raising children by yourself is not easy. Especially because she was married with him. So she raised all of her 4 children with him. That's not the same as, you were in a relationship and then the guy immediately drops you, probably when you're pregnant or when the kids are older. So you had to learn how to be a single mother by yourself. But when you have been with somebody, he's taking care, he has his role, you have your role, you do whatever, and then you just drop it because people saying things, and then that's not the same. It's not going to be the same way, because you're gonna have to learn how to do certain things by yourself, because yeah, he might be in the picture some way somehow, but those kids are going to be always with you all the time. Maybe the kids is going to be with him on the weekends or whatever it may be, but they always got to be with you, and it's not the same. And when you are married, you should always fight for your marriage. You should always fight for your marriage. Don't listen to other people, because all the people who the most loudest, talking the most foolishness everywhere they see the story, they commenting. It's a bunch of people that many of y'all are single, don't even have a man, and some of you guys are in a relationship much worse than this lady, but y'all have all the advice for her. Ma'am, you did the right decision to fight for your marriage, and it can work out. It can work out if you guys put together and are committed to make it work. And you are able to forgive him, after you feel that he has truly changed and you have seen it. There's fruit, there's actions, not what he says, but in his action, he has truly changed. Because let me tell you something, he ain't gonna do this no more. And if he ever would do this again, he's gonna make sure he's not doesn't get caught. But if he truly values his wife and loves his wife, he's never gonna do this again. And if they are able to come together, trust me, it will definitely work. Besides all the naysayers, and that, like I said, they have a religious background, so if they want to make it work, it will work, and it can work. Because come on, 4 kids, and then that's separate. That's gonna affect them kids. I'm not even worried about those 2, but how it's gonna affect the children, because divorce, those separation, it truly affects these kids in a negative way, and not many people have, not many people know how you help children of divorce. There are some here and there, but each case is different and each child is different. It's for children, it's going to affect them in different ways. I always look at the kids, always think about the children. That's why some people, even though they were in a bad marriage and whatever it may be, they stick together because they wanted their child, to grow up in a healthy way. Even though some of the stuff that they put up with didn't make no sense, but that's how they saw it, because there's no book out there to tell people what to do. So people learn through trial and error. So that's all I had to say on this situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.